Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're looking at a really exciting new missile. The US's brand new, should be in service next year, 2023, AIM-260 JATM, Joint Advanced Tactical Missile. Today we're going to look at the missile and why it's being developed. Then we're going to have a quick look at what Grim Reapers have been doing in the background for the last few weeks. Then we're going to test the missile up against a current contemporary PL-15 from China. So, the AIM-260 JATM is a very interesting missile with lots of new technology. First thing to say is that all of the information that we've used to model it and make it in DCS has come from the initial open source information that was given upon the request to the manufacturer. This may turn out to be old information, and when it's released next year in 2023, the actual missile may look a little different. It may perform a little different, but we've had to go with that original open source info. So first, why is USA developing this missile? It's because USA is currently in an arms race with China and to a lesser extent Russia in terms of air-to-air missiles. The idea being that the guy that can field the longest range missiles with the best probability of kill will potentially rule the battlefield. So if we look at the history of these two nations and their active radar-guided missiles, yes, the US did have older 1970s active radar-guided missiles, but the modern ones started with the AMRAAM, the AIM-120A to the AIM-120C4, late 80s, early 90s to 1998, all of them with a range of less than 50 nautical miles. These were upgraded pretty much year on year, leading to the AIM-120C5. This is where we top out in game at the moment, with a max theoretical range of 56 nautical miles, fielded in 1999. Take these dates with a pinch of salt. I've looked on various websites and they all kind of say plus or minus 2 years. Next, the AIM-120C7 in 2004, implemented with an upgraded range of 65 miles. And then the US's current top missile that's in service is the AIM-120C8, AIM-120D, with a massively improved motor and a maximum range, according to this site here, of 97 nautical miles, fielded 2015. And this is what would be used in frontline combat at the moment. Now, before we look at the AIM-260, let's see what China's been up to. In 2005, they responded to the AIM-120C5 with the PL-12. It looks very much like an AIM-120C, and it performs very much like it. It's 2 miles short officially of 54 nautical miles max range. They upgraded that to the PL-12A a few years later with a maximum range of 60 nautical miles. Then they took a giant leap forward in terms of the PL-15. Now, in terms of range, it varies between 90 nautical miles and 150 nautical miles, depending on which website you read. Data is obviously very difficult to get out of China. They're much less open than USA. And we've always gone with an average in the middle of 120 nautical miles max theoretical range. This obviously leapt ahead of what US had at the time. This is 2016. And so the US had to respond. And so they, of course, commissioned AIM-260 to take the lead again in the race. AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile. Almost nothing is known about it at the moment. Like I said, we've gone to the very original requests. It may in reality look a little different and it may perform a little different. Various websites predict various ranges. We've gone in the middle of those websites and we've gone for 135 nautical miles. Predicted date of entering service of 2023. And these countries are always looking at the next step ahead. It's kind of like a chess game. And the next Chinese missile that's going to be coming strangely to come back at the AIM-260 is the PL-17+-21-XX. Different people call it different things. It's their next generation missile that won't be available for several years. Again, average predicted range is going to be 185 miles and no idea when that's going to be in service or even if it's going to materialize. So that is why the AIM-260 was developed and will be in service shortly. Next, viewers, I would like to take 5 minutes just to explain what we've been doing in GR in the background for the last few weeks. If you're not interested, just skip it with the timestamp or the chapter. So, if you've been watching GR, you'll notice that we've been doing a lot of non-tactical stuff lately, a lot of clickbaity type stuff, and that's because we've been super busy. If we go back about 3 months, myself and Simba decided that we were going to create this Grim Reaper's DCS Weapons Modernization Realism program. What we wanted to do was to add the newest generation of weapons to our simulated. DCS is great, but it tops out at about year 1999. Almost all of those weapons would not actually be fielded in a modern battle in the 2020s. They're all out of date. The modern weapons that are going to be used nowadays, AIM-120D, R77-1, PL-15, PL-15E, Meteor, LARASM, and a whole bunch of others. We've decided to make ourselves and to regulate them, because it's really important to regulate them and keep them as realistic as we can. We spent about 3 months doing it, and we did our absolute best, but we hit a brick wall a couple of weeks ago that we just couldn't get past, a technology wall, and the reason is myself and Simba are not professional programmers by trade. There's only so much we can do. So at that point, I called on you guys, the valued viewers, to come and help. I needed professional programmers, and you guys responded, which is great. Lots of guys have helped, and they will all be credited eventually. The main guy that's decided to help us is a guy called CurrentHill, a very nice guy and a professional programmer by trade. He has taken the project on, and he looked at mine and Simba's spaghetti code that we've done our best with, and he's decided to rebuild all of the missiles from scratch to a more accurate degree with more accurate motors and seeker heads. It's allowed us to get rid of a lot of problems that we had before that we simply couldn't overcome. We've also started adding new missiles, of course, like the AIM-260. So this that you can see here is now superfluous and irrelevant, and we'll create a new list as the new project goes on. The new project is very much work in progress, and the first thing to come out of it, of course, is this, the AIM-260. So we're going to start testing these new missiles in battles and in war games. It's very important that you guys, the valued viewers, watch very carefully and issue any complaints to us via the YouTube. This is where we learn. We can only test so much in kind of 1v1 stale battles. The information where we get the real feedback from is the big multiplayer war games. You guys say, oh, that missile shouldn't do that, that missile should do this, and so on. And that's how we learn. We go back and we readjust. So that's in the process we're in at the moment. We've started again from scratch to create a better product. You guys say, I want this now. We will issue to you, the public, but it will take a long time, and we'll only do it when we're fully happy with it and we've got all the missiles in we want. So you'll just have to be patient for the time being, please. But you can, like I said, help us with the development. And that finally leads us to what we're doing today. We're going to do a series of tests working towards a complete fight. We're going to do some anti-drone tests. Then we're going to do an AI one-on-one. Then we're going to do an all-AI 4-on-4. And then we're going to start introducing humans. The idea is test this new missile, look at its efficacy, and see if we can find any problems with it. First, a simple drone test. We have here an F-15EX from Spino. Yes, it's not the correct model, and the cockpit is from an F-15C. It's an interim until it gets fully built. On board is 14 AIM-260s, as we believe it should be able to carry when it's released. Each AIM-260 is a two-piece missile as per real life with directional thrusting with a maximum theoretical range of about 135 nautical miles, about 160 statute miles, as we're going to see today. He is going to shoot today's drone, which are at co-altitude of 36,000 feet, supersonic. The drone will not fire back. Guys, let's go and watch our first test. And off they go. They start at 150 miles. Let's zoom forward. Like I said, this guy here is just a drone up to the north. We're going to see when they fire. Okay, stop. First bit of information is they are firing at 130 nautical miles. That's not far off the maximum limit of the missile. Let's watch how the missile performs. You can see its true speed down the bottom. First booster section engaged. Drops off. Terminal section engaged, and its motor starts. One thing to note is the altitude. In real life, these non-air breathing missiles would loft much higher, possibly higher than 100,000 feet. We have, I'm just going to pause that there, we have a restriction in-game. We cannot do that with the non-SDK technology that we have. So we have to actually simulate it lofting much lower, up to about 50,000 feet. What you're going to see here is the speeds that we would expect it to achieve at 100,000 feet plus. That's really important to understand how we've implemented it. It will be the same with all our missiles. Note, air-breathing missiles like the Meteor, of course, would not loft that high anyway. Okay, we're achieving about Mach, I don't know, 3.5, I think. Okay, it is starting to slow down now. Maybe that's about more about Mach 4, actually. I guess you'd say each Mach is about 650 knots. Right, that's got a long way to go now. That has got another 90 nautical miles. Now, the interesting thing about a two-piece missile here, and the reason it was developed as a two-piece missile, is to beat, of course, the PL-15. The PL-15, which we'll see here, is another long-range missile with comparable performance to the AIM-260, but it is a one-piece missile. That means that when it's off burn, like this guy is here, it has to lug the entire massive chassis of that missile around. That reduces the PK, the terminal PK, probability of kill. Because this is a two-piece, it's just lugging around about a third of the weight, a very small terminal section, which is just going to be the warhead here and the kind of lateral thrusters here. That means it can maneuver much better and get a better probability of kill. Have we modeled that in game? Yes, we have. The radar is essentially the same as in the PL-15, but the maneuverability of this small section here, due to the modelled weight, is going to have an improved PK. It will still be beatable, like any missile, but that's all there. Right, we're going to speed up now, because it's got a long way to go. These missiles fly for a long time. So again, you can imagine, in real life, it would be dropping down from about 120,000 feet. Because of our restrictions, ours is going to drop down from about 50,000 feet. It shouldn't really make any difference anyway. Here we go. It's going to go active at about 8 miles. Oh, I've told him not to dodge, that's why. And dead. First test worked. 130 nautical miles, and he followed up with another shot. There, guys, let's watch again. This time against 4. I just want to see if he can twist them out. That means fire multiple missiles at once. So I'm going to add 4 drones in. All right, Mr. F-15, off you go. He's looking very handsome with his missiles, as you can see. That'll be a pretty heavy plane with those missiles, to be honest. It's going to have a limited mark. Okay, 1 missile out. There we go. Okay, he's twizzing all of his missiles out now. Well, not all of them, but as many as he needs. Right, that's good. The good thing about these new missiles is they will also take guidance from the AWACS, so that's something that's modelled in there, which is really useful. So technically, this guy could actually turn around and run away now, and the missiles should still guide to target. He's AI, so he's not, he doesn't know to understand to do that. Right, we know they work, so let's just move them forward, have a check at their, make sure they hit. PK doesn't matter at the moment, because obviously the targets aren't maneuvering. All right. And I'm pretty sure he shot the same range of 130 miles. Boom, 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 boom. All 4 dead. So far, AIM-260 is looking pretty friggin' awesome. Next, we're going to go back to 1v1, but instead of a drone, we're going to have a target set to maximum skill level, which are genuinely difficult to kill, and we're going to see how we go. So, now note that the PL-15 that this guy is carrying has a range of about 120 miles, so 15-mile deficit, and it's going to play a big part in what we see here. We have not tried this yet, and guys, I'm going to ask you to make your predictions now. I'm pretty sure the F-15 is going to win, but anyone think the PL-15 might win for some reason? It's a worse missile, and it's got less range. I don't see why it would. If you're wondering, by the way, how these guys can fire on these guys so long, can they see each other with their own radars? Sort of, but not really. They're really relying on these AWACS, which is why you have to have the AWACS in to do these fights. First missile was out. Quickly check the length. It should be about the same. By the way, these only have long ranges up at ideal altitudes of about 40,000 feet and supersonic. If you fire them low down or slow, it will have a much less... Right. AIM-260 out. Now, note how this guy, I've asked him to fire back, but he's not. That's because this guy's fired and gone on an immediate right offensive crank, which immediately reduces the distance of this missile from about 120 miles to something like 70 or 60 miles. That's just basic air-to-air tactics. And that is one of the reasons why having the longest range missile is so important. You can get your missile off, and then you can go on your crank, or you can turn cold. And he's only been able to fire there at 90 miles, and that's because of the maneuvers that the F-15 could put in. What we're going to see now is the PK against a fully maneuvering target, and things will change now. And this has scrubbed a lot of speed. Let's go and see what this guy's at now. Okay, it's actually pretty good. Still at Mark 2. Now remember, it's simulating it dropping down almost vertically, so that's why it can retain so much speed. The same would happen with the PL-15 in real life. Again, limitations. His nose twitching. It is following him. This guy's getting down into the thick air, so it's going to get harder and harder for this missile to operate. In fact, there he is, still tracking. Probability of kill is looking good. Still tracking. Look at that. Hit. It shows the beauty of having such a small terminal section. It can maneuver so much better than that PL-15. The PL-15 should still guide now, but you're probably going to see, with everything else equal, skill level being equal, flight model more or less equal, you're probably going to see that this gets dodged. It may or it may not. Oh, it's lost track. Look at that. Oh, no, it hasn't. No, you see it's now guiding on the data link before it goes to Pitbull, which is super cool tech. This is a new model for the PL-15 as done by CH as well. Oh, it's going to hit as well. Look at that. Oh, fair enough. Okay, he just didn't dodge that well. But he got the first kill, right? That's good enough. Next, let's do a 4v4, and then we'll go on to humans. So, things start getting really confusing at this point. It's not all about the missile. It's, to be honest, more about the tactics when it gets to 4v4. But does anyone think the Chinese guy could win in this case?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it stands a chance, you know, like tactics, but...
Watch out.
Monkeys and typewriters, you know?
Monkeys and typewriters, damn. Right, okay. Okay, let's go and watch these guys fire their first salvo at 135 nautical miles. There we go. Missiles away, yo. Oh, look at them all go. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Whole friggin' bunch of two-piece missiles out, guys. One thing you do not want to come towards you is 4 freaking AIM-260s. They're on their terminal section already. The booster, the first stage booster, gets it up to Mach 3 or Mach 4, whatever it is, straight away. Then these just kind of sustain it at a high altitude. Again, imagine they're about 100,000 feet in real life by now. Oh, PL-15's out. Got to stop there. That's because these guys have not done an offensive missile crank. They're doing a group thing instead, and it's allowed the PL-15s to be fired at 115 nautical miles. Actually, more like 120 miles. Ooh, that's an error, guys. Let's see how that goes. Note, a really important point, valued viewers, we've made these missiles all smoke. They do not smoke in real life, or some of them do actually, but most of them don't. We've made them smoke because it helps you guys, the viewers, understand what's going on. Note, we've given a orange tint to China, no, a red tint to China, an orange tint to Russia, I think I've got this right way around, and just a basic white tint to America, and Europe will give green tint. Because the war games we're going to run are going to get really complex soon. It's the easiest way to figure out what's going on. Right, these distances are so big, you have to wait minutes. Look, it's minutes to wait while these missiles are in the air now. Maybe 5-6 minutes, I don't know. Now this is interesting. These missiles are actually going to cross. I've never seen this before. Out of interest, what are the altitudes? AIM-260, 47,000. PL-15 going higher at 51,000. These are 1,700 knots. These are 1,700 knots. All is fair and square. Keep going. They've crossed. Now look how China sent another ripple out. And I don't know why they've done that. And America... Oh, no, they both have. Doesn't matter. It's because I didn't have the labels on. But look at the difference. How the AIM-260s are further ahead. They've gone faster. The terminal stages are faster. And they got to fire before. Showing the importance... Obviously, you've got to have the support network behind it, but showing the importance of having the longest range missile, which is why so much money is being spent. A third battery is coming out from these guys here. Right, now, time to look at PK. How is probability of kill going to differ from the PL-15s? We might as well just watch here, to be honest. One down. Two down. And these guys are running. Look at them run. Missed and... Run, little man, run. Does he beat it? China number 1. Wow. Pause. Okay. 50% PK there. Oh, what's going to happen? America. America have dodged 3. Maybe. Look at the big body. Look at that big body it's lugging around. We model the weight and we model the area of these missiles. So it is, you know, it's going to make a difference. F-15 can get away. China, not so much. Isn't that cool? Love what we can do with the simulator with the new weapons. And that's it. First stage goes to America. Now, pause. What's going on? The next stage, this next battery of missiles now coming in. Another China down. America is going to dodge the second bunch of missiles by the looks of it. They're busy dying. Note how the Chinese have died, but these missiles are still guiding. When they die, it switches over to data link here, which is going to guide it in. If data link's not there, I'm guessing they just go dumb. Don't know. Never tried. Third battery of AIM-260s. Look at the difference, the tech is happening here, because A, they can maneuver better, and B, they can fire further out. It's going to get him. He's going to be all over. Oh, cheeky SOB. Look at that. All right, don't know how he dodged it, but he did. Oh, and another American smashed his face into the water. He didn't even get hit. Right, you know what, though? It's 2v1 now. Oh, and F-15EX can also carry more missiles than the J-15, so that's another superior element. And they're starting to fire again now. Note how the ranges are so much smaller when they're at low altitude. They're on the deck, and they can only fire at 40 miles. So that's something. Let me see. We're on first stage. Uh-oh, I think I've just crashed it. I've just crashed it. Dang it! All right, we'll try that again. Obviously, very much work in progress. In fact, we'll probably end it there. We'll probably go and... You get an idea there. The 260 could fire ahead further, and it has a better PK. So you can see here, It's going to be a superior weapon, and there's no doubt these Americans are about to win this fight. And welcome back to the first human fight, 4 versus 4. Chinese, Simba, push, drop, cannonball. Americans, cap, war dog, fly, and fire 150 nautical miles away. The data link screen, or this screen here, will show what our AWACS can see. So the AWACS is not on at the moment, but when it turns itself on and we unpause, it will show if it can see any of the baddies. It will show them on here. No respawning, obviously. We've got a couple of minutes to plan. We're the F-15s, obviously. What you want to do?
High, low, high mix.
Can do.
I'm going to flank right. Since I'm on the far right-hand side, I'm going to flank right to start out with and come in from a little bit side angle.
All right, I'll go left. And when we do have more range than them, so I'm tempted to go high left. And we've got a lot of missiles. Pop a couple of, 135-mile missiles off, and then start going lower as we head in.
So you want to mad dog like 2 or 3 missiles off and then turn, yeah?
No, I'm going to bear left, then I'm going to lock them, fire at 135 legally, and then head down afterwards just to keep myself safe and guide them in. Now remember, if you go low, guys, their missiles won't be able to fire 120 miles. It'll be more like 20 miles or something. So if you stay low, you've got rid of all of their range, but also you can't fire long range anymore. So I would go high, fire the missiles, then go low. That would be my optimum.
Okay, I come with you, Cap. Cover your back.
All right, guys, we are good to go in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, F-15E/EX with 14 AIM-260s each, pretty decently modelled, as we saw. First thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to burn yet. I am going to also turn my radar on. The way the mod works is we've got an F-15C cockpit, we've got an F-15E body, and we've got the mounts and whatnot for the F-15EX. And we've got the radar from the F-15EX. Right, set your radars to 160 miles. God, it's loud in here.
Okay, split off a bit.
We'll see the AWACS only. Just a reminder, valued viewers, the missile will only have 135 miles range in optimum conditions, i.e. where I'm 40,000 feet and the baddie's at 40,000 feet. That will almost certainly not happen, so we almost certainly won't be getting these huge ranges that we saw in the demonstrator. Also,
Cap, you already see something?
No, I don't. Also, if we're down low, humanoids, and the hostiles down low, this missile only has a range of about 15 miles. I don't, but I do see their radar. That's the good thing. I'm going to have a pop look at their radar. Sounds like they've all gone low and they're all notching.
Yeah, they are pretty much in the underdog role, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I am out to the left with Fly. We've got War Dog down the centre. And Viadad to the right. You can see our altitude in thousands of feet below us. We can't see them at all at the moment, which means they're doing some cheeky ploy. And you can see that uniform there. That's probably one of their radars highlighting us. Oh, okay. I got my first guy. First guy. Yeah. Okay, he is... I've lost him.
I see him still, and
33,000 feet. They're going for long bombs. Okay, yep, they're going for long bombs. I'm going to go for that Angels 32 one, guys. I'm going to get an initial first shot on him. Can't track him for some reason. I guess he's on a funny aspect or something.
Okay, I see 3 targets. I take the single one.
Okay, yep, Cap firing at 110 miles. Fox 3.
Yeah. Okay, fly, fire, Fox 3.
All right, baby. Guide, my pretty guide. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going down to sea level to guide it in, but to stay safe from their missiles, because it's the smart thing to do. I was already going... Here's the difference between AI and humans. Humans are smart, AI is not. He's notched my lock. He's notched my AWACS and I've lost the lock. Simple as that. But I've got a chance to fire again.
Shoot. Okay, fly, Fox 3 again.
Cast Fox 3. Woo-hoo. Boom.
Fired at Fox 3.
I'm staying subsonic and I'm saving fuel because this will go on for a long time. And don't forget, I've got 14 friggin' missiles to get through. A lot of missiles.
Cap, you wanna turn to the left now?
Yep. Okay, Cap turning left. I'm going on I'm going on the offensive missile crank and I'm shooting this guy. Right, let's see if they're on data link yet.
No, I'm on the left side.
Poosh is an easy target. I think pretty sure I'm firing at Poosh as per the data link. Poosh is cranking.
Yeah.
Poosh is notching. He's notching. We're going to lose the track.
I have still full track, and I think it's Push.
Yeah, I've lost it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, knew it was going to happen.
I'm back.
I'm going to go for another shot.
Have one target hot, Fox 3, but will be cannonball, and I lost him. What the fuck?
They're notching, they're diving, they're doing things that make it hard for our radars to work.
What? They don't want to get shot down?
Right.
I'm wondering.
I'm tracking someone far out. See if it's on data link. Yeah, I found Simba. Oh, we've got an active missile on Simba. You could get hit by that. I might pop another one at Simba. I'm going to pop another one at Simba just to keep him busy. He's probably
Yeah,
our
Fox
worst
3
enemy.
again.
Oh, he's notching. Son of a bee, Simba.
Okay, I go low now.
Keep an eye on fuel. Okay, I've lost track on everyone now. Remember, Valley Views, we can see our own missiles because they're transponders. We cannot see the hostile missiles. So it's something to think about. Man, we've got a lot of missiles. The whole sky is American missiles. Just as it would be in real life, guys. Kind of sexy. Right, got a lock on another guy.
Shoot.
In Wes and fire. 70 miles. We're getting closer. Oh, and he's notched again. You see what he's doing there? It's immediately ducking out of combat because they know we can shoot them from here.
Okay, I go hot, low level.
All right. Still a whole bunch of missiles, and most of these will still be guiding on data link. Not all of them. Some of them will lose. Because remember, if these guys notch the AWACS, this guy will lose the data link track, and at that point, I think the missile will go dumb. They're sucking up our missiles, but we've got so many. Just keep sending them, guys.
We're getting closer.
They are getting closer. Oh, missile launch on me.
Fox
Shit.
3.
I'm getting out.
I have him locked for closest target. It's game off with 2 missiles.
I got a PL-15 on me, and I'm getting the chuff out of here. No more saving fuel for me.
Shit, don't get him locked. I mad dog 1 in this direction and go complete cold.
Yep. So now they sucked us in successfully. Have we got any kills, guys? Anyone got any kills? And the scoreboard's not working at the moment, is it? I don't know.
I crashed.
Crash computer or crash your plane?
Went defensive notch and overspeeded.
Alright, you died, so we've lost a man. It's gonna be harder than I thought. One thing shooting at a drone, it's one thing shooting at a human who has a friggin' brain.
Holy shit, how many AIM-260 are?
Still getting chased by Gundam PL-15. So you see there? That's a PL-15 chasing me. I'm running away.
I turn hot again, Cap, and cover you.
Thank you. Okay, there's still a big old distance between us of... They're busy dodging our missiles, we're busy dodging them. One of us is right on Simba. Look at that. That's right on Simba. Run, Simba, run.
And missile out. Turning hot. Turning cold.
How many have I got? Still got friggin' loads. Okay, I'm clean and I'm turning hot now, Fly, by the way. I reckon fuel's our biggest danger here. Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, looks good right now.
Alrighty, they are getting close. One of them's jamming, son of a bitch. You son of dirty son of a bitch. Can't get a track on them, they're evasive. Come on, get a track on that SOB. Got a track. Out of Wes. They're all low down, I can't get a track on them. Okay. This guy's out of Wes. Just cannonball and fighting. He's dodged all those freaking missiles, that's annoying. In Wes, get some cannonball. Woohoo! Alrighty then.
I have him locked too. I give him one from me too.
I'm down to 60 miles. He's notched the AWACS, I'm heading out. Unless I may still guide.
Cap, go cold. I have now hot.
A firm push is coming in down the centre. It's a massive conveyor belt of 100-something mile missiles.
I have still 7 missiles left.
Yeah, I got loads as well.
He's cold, but I still have him locked.
Yeah. Look at those missiles slowly chase. How fast is that now? 200 knots. One of ours has got to 200 knots. Surf, baby, surf.
Oh shit.
Yes, Fly, can we help you with the thing?
Yeah, missile on me.
Right, I'll turn back in, you turn out.
Roger.
I see him. He's got his jammer on, son of a bee. Firing home on jam. This other way.
We got him split into 2 groups right now.
Careful about your distance to push. He doesn't appear to be...
Yeah, he wants me.
I think I'm attacking push right now. I'm going to go, so many missiles, I'm just going to lob another one at push. Right. Long bomb on push in 3, 2, 1. Punch it. Woohoo! Long bomb out. Yes, one of these is going to hit him, guys. We've got missiles all over his little pushy face.
Get him, Cap, get him.
I'm going offensive missile crank.
Missile 12 o'clock.
I get shit. I got a missile on me.
I'm behind you,
Offensive.
Cap.
Take him. Bringing it down into thin air. Thick air. Words are hard.
Fox 3.
PL-15's got a big old body on it, Valley Views. It's got to lug that huge 200 kilos around, which is a lot of weight when it doesn't have a motor. And I'm going to run away from it. Also, don't forget the F-15EX flies faster than the J-15. Did anyone get him? I think we got him. Is he dead?
Negative.
Nope.
Maximum speed. Maximum
Son of a
speed.
bitch. Okay, I'm clean. I'm coming back into attack.
Oh!
Don't you do it, Fly. I'm not in the mood for it.
Well, Mr. is close.
I just blacked out in a simple turn.
God damn it.
Come on, Cap. We get it. We can do it.
Missile 12 o'clock
They're
high.
pressuring us. God damn it. Die. Why can't I fire? Ah.
Shoot.
Oh, I survived.
I've got missiles on me.
12 o'clock low.
I'm going 9G. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Just look not to black out.
They're pressuring us so much.
So easy.
Die, 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 die. Why can't our AWAC see them anymore? They've gone so low. Missile defeated. Heading back in.
Fox 3, close range.
Shoot his face off. Go guns if you have to.
Splash push, splash push.
Nice. Keep going, guys.
100 mile plus range missiles, and then you go for a gun skill.
Yep, that's how it works, guys.
That's Grim Reaper style.
Alright, I'm retreating back to the south.
Yeah,
a bit to get a
we're
little bit
covering
better
you.
essay.
We're covering you.
With the biggest balls.
Missile 12 o'clock low.
I'm hot again.
Okay, I'm having a
Covering you
pop of
both.
cannonball. Yeah. Oh, stop shooting.
Are
Hang
they
on.
all jamming?
Okay, yeah, it's
Fuckers.
annoying, right?
Okay.
You can get a
Hold
home
on,
and
Jam.
jam, sure. You can get a home and jam. They will track. I'm notching one of the stupid PLs.
Yeah, I go a bit higher.
Well, at least we know we killed one of them. Turning back in.
Hey, long shot out.
Shoot. Shoot.
Box 3.
Symbol's on the other side of the mountain from me. I'm turning back in to see if I can't grab him.
Yeah, Tally.
He's cold.
Good fight
Last
across that
back on
mountain. Yeah. You're both down low, aren't you? Right, check your fuel, guys. Check your fuel.
1,000
low.
pounds.
Right, just hover in low altitude. We'll cover you. Hover at low throttle. We'll cover you.
Fox 3, 20 miles. On Simba.
Shit drops back.
Cranking right.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm on trips. I'm on trip.
Fly,
trips.
can you go for drop and Simba? I'm going for cannonball. I'm just keeping them out of the fight.
Roger.
Problem is, Value is down here in the thin air. These missiles are just not very good.
I'm turning back in.
I'm concentrating very much on saving fuel now.
I chain to T-Bolt WS.
Shoot. Shoot.
Yep, you can do that,
Have
guys.
him locked.
You see WS if you want.
Okay. One missile out.
12 o'clock high.
I'm getting spiked. I'm getting shot at. I'm getting out. Missile defeated, I think. Exchanging missiles, but
Fox 3 on drips. I'm going cold.
Roger. I have
Yeah.
Simba.
what flies in the world of pain. I'm just dueling with cannonball.
3 o'clock high. Missile.
I want them
9
both.
o'clock high.
I'll just don't get greedy. Just keep working on.
Yeah.
Firing at me, douchebag. 3. Offensive crank. Not offensive crank. I'm getting out.
Missile. 9 o'clock low.
I'll try to seek cover behind the mountain here.
Never thought I would say that in an EX.
Oh, I'm hit.
but
I'm hit.
Oh,
I'm hit.
man down.
I'm dead.
God damn
I'm
it.
Winchester.
Oh, look at, there's one on drop. There's one about to kill drop. Die, drop, die.
Oh, it
Guiding
missed.
in.
Ah,
Guiding
god
in.
damn it. They're too good at dodging.
Fuckers.
I got one that's still tracking. It's gonna hit him right in the friggin' face.
Okay, Cap. I'm Winchester. I'm
Oh,
running in.
Alright, do it.
Simba's running from you. I'm watching on still my screen, so it's fun.
Ah, come on. 300 knots is out of missiles are just not that good down here. That's the problem, humanoids. As in real life. How many missiles have I got? 4 left out of 14. Worried about my fuel as well.
It's firing on me. Hiding behind mountain.
Shit, I've lost my guy.
Missile
There
12
he is.
o'clock low.
The best missile cannot do when you are covering behind mountain. Fuck you, Simba.
Out of fuel, I'm out of missiles. And not much use to anyone at the moment.
Running in with guns.
Run, cannonball, you bitch. From terminal. Interesting about the missiles' value viewers is they don't even use fins to guide. They use lateral thrusters,
Guns.
which makes them extremely slippery.
Good hits.
Nice.
Nice.
Down.
Well done, Fly. I'm about to kill my man. I think he's finally run out of luck.
You will hate that.
Come on. Yes, he's out of everything humanoids. Look, no. Oh,
Are you kidding me?
AIM-260, you bastard. Why are you so
there's another
fat?
one.
I've still got a PL-15 chasing me.
There's still another guy, I forgot.
Yeah, right, still 2v2 now, Fly. I've still got 3 missiles left.
Missiles
Yeah, I go heading in the mountains.
Fucking
Little
missiles still
island.
chasing me.
6 o'clock low.
Yep, he's that little island rotor, yeah, and I'm hiding behind that.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I'm going in for a kill this time. 4,000 pounds of fuel. Die, my
Where-
friend.
Where is he?
He's flaring. Finally going to take him down. 15 miles. Oh. About to get spaghetti-oed. I think he's out of missiles. Come on, go. Missile, punch him. Yep, he's dead. Finally, I killed my guy. Can't notch an ace to radar, my friend.
Nice.
Woo! Biggest
him.
fight ever. Right, 2v1. Let's go, Fly.
Yeah, I got him to rotor. He's over the island.
Coming.
I lure him.
Right, I'm trying to find him. Is he real low down? He must be, mustn't he?
Yeah, he's
Alright.
trying to get me.
Searching. Okay, I see you. Is he the other? Oh, I see him. I'm going to lock him.
I'm close. I got him.
I got him locked, but I can't fire, obviously. Good luck.
He's fleeing.
Too dangerous.
He's fleeing from me.
He's Winchester.
Never thought that would be so much fun.
Trying to watch you guys, but I'm trying to stay alive at the same time.
Is that the thing? When you have so long range missile that in the end you're running with guns because
much.
you shoot all the missiles?
The problem is if the humans, the thing is the humans are too clever. They know how to dodge. They know what they would do, so they know how to defeat the missiles.
I mean, in the end it will be like, okay, I'm running home when I'm Winchester,
Pretty much.
so...
Have you still got rounds in that gun?
Yes, sir.
Shoot him. Ah, yeah! Fly! Is he alive? How's that
No,
Chinese? No,
he
wow!
He lost a wing.
Confirm he's actually dead. As in fully
Yeah,
dead.
he's off spectators menu.
Alright, well, I'm going to make sure I'm sending an AIM-160 into 260 into him. Go, my little pretty. Right, I'll get out of there, right, will you?
Yeah, that plane is falling to the ground.
We've got some punishment coming in.
Why are you always shooting a missile into my direction?
It happens, Fly. It just... He's still flaring, son of a bee. I just want to make sure, really make sure he's dead, okay?
I don't think it's the flare, it's the burning part that's falling down.
Oh, and I lost track. We won! Fly, we won! We have more missiles, we have better missiles, and finally, we just ran them out of stuff.
And the
we
most...
had better missiles, more missiles, and it still came down to guns.
You right?
Yeah, I wanted to say
funny thing.
the most kills I got with my 20 mil.
It just shows, guys. It shows human ingenuity. We'll always beat machines. That's why if aliens do invade us finally, we'll still win. Human ingenuity, best in the universe. Guys, stand by for replay Tacview thing. Wow, the thing about these battles is they're so long we can only afford to do one, but so be it. Right, we start for 150 nautical miles, about 190 statute miles. Off we go. Roll it forward. First missiles are actually out. Note from everyone. So Drop gets a missile out on one of us. 103 miles. Me and Fly get one at whatever that is, about 103 miles. That's when we're getting in Wes. And here's, it's, you know, we're not AI. We're not just going to sit and take the missiles. So we go defensive. You see Fire Dad, he fires, he goes into a notch. The notch, even if it doesn't beat it in terms of radar, it will beat it kinematically. That missile needs that plane to go towards it to be able to get that range, to be effective. Push goes cold, cannonball goes cold. So everyone's doing what they need to do. So you can see lots of missiles just not even reaching where their target is. They'll just fall out of the sky. It's just how modern missiles work.
Long range R60.
Oh, it does say R60. Look at that. I wonder why it says that. Weird.
Yeah, maybe a Tacview thing. But it's like identifies it as an R60.
Yeah. Right. Now, one thing to notice is the amount of missiles. You guys had, I think, 8 PL-15s. We've got 14 AIM-260s. So we just do what pretty much they would probably do in real life in a real, serious scenario, 4v4. We just fill the sky full of AIM-260s. Someone's going to pick something up at some point and track someone. That said, your first shot did really well. It was against me, and it almost hit me. Look at that. Still flying. You can see some of them are still fast. Some of them are Mach 2, some of them Mach 1, some of them are sub-Mach 1. A really good shot and drop here. Look at that one. That was track and drop. He's going to have to go evasive to beat that.
Yeah, it's saying it's your missile. I think it was actually the first missile I shot.
Oh, I didn't know that. Look at it. Yep, my first missile. Still track and drop. Look at that. He's going to have to go evasive and dodge that kinematically. Lead it down into the low air, and you can see he's going to go into a notch there, and he's going to do what he needs to do to defeat it. So well done for that. The main thing that strikes me is the amount of blue against the amount of red. There's probably a dozen blue missiles and only half a dozen red missiles. And like I said, because we've got twice as many missiles as you, basically. War Dog's dead. Talk us through the death, War Dog.
I think he said he blacked out while notching.
Roger. That one there's almost got cannonball. Come and dodged it, and it's down to it's overturned, basically. Drop's beating my things. Let's push on a little bit. Note how we're leaving a big no man's land of about 60 miles at the moment, in between us all at the moment, and we're just doing long-range sniping. And the key is to wait for someone to make a mistake. So you've got 2 active missiles here on Pitbull, tracking him on Cannonball. He's going to dodge them, realise what's going on and dodge them. Yep, you see that? Dodged it again. 3 tracking him here. Point blank range. Going to go and go see that, actually. Look at that. He is surrounded by missiles. And they're all diving down on him. Look, trying to find him. Trying to turn with him. 1, missed. 2, went over the top. 3, tracking. Oh, you were so close. And just can't make it. Look how slow it is. It's all the way down to Mach 0.8. And he's supersonic. So, just beat it kinematically.
I mean, on that long range, it's basically a game of chess.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that guy to make a mistake. Right, let's carry on. So Simba's at the back, drops on the left, pushes to the middle, Cannonball's on the right. Me and Flyer are here, and Fireda's pushing in, really assertive pushing here. 2 missiles on drop. Let's push that on. More missiles going in. Missile went on Fire there, but I think he notched it or notched the AWAC. No, I don't know. Actually, he's got a very close missile tracking him. Just ran out of legs.
Yeah, I'll walk those in as long as I could.
Look, you see them turning. They just ran out of legs down here. They just haven't got the legs for it. That's physics, I'm afraid. Right, let's push on. Cannonball beat so many missiles. He must have dodged over 20 missiles today. Maybe even 28 for me and Fly. We would just use all our missiles on him. And every time he just walked it sideways, notched it, ran them out of legs, and they all just died before hitting him.
Yeah, and we tried to keep him away with, like, you running hot, I'm cold, yeah. I'm hot, you cold. But he not come closer.
Look how close some of them got. Tracking him. Again, he's bringing them into relatively low air, and they're getting slower and slower and slower, and that'll be subsonic.
Oh, I saw some of them self-destruct.
Wow, yeah. Just ran out of legs, gave up. Mach 0.9, which for a missile was pretty dang slow.
This is where I called out that we had them split up, so I came over the island to try to isolate the two of them over here.
So you got pushed. So we were keeping Poosh busy, and you smacked him from the side, look, which is exactly where you want to be.
Shit, this is about where I black out.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, a missile lost track. Oh no, it went for Cannonball, that's why. We've got missiles tracking him from myself and Fly. Again, it's just the problem with his missiles viewers is you got to realise is that they can't beat physics, and even the real ones in real life, they're crap low down. Look how crap they are. They're just as bad as a 1990s AMRAAM C or something down low. They cannot punch through that thick air. They need to be launched high, guided on data link. But look at that. He just outrun them. Push outrun them.
And then when jammers come in, it makes it even more difficult.
Well, Poosh survived that. I don't know how he did it, but he did. Dodged all of those missiles.
I was trying to get over the island and mask, and I thought I'd gotten by everyone, and I just turned cold.
Look at that.
Yeah, I blacked out in a turn, and then I woke up, and then you were right off my wing. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Point blank AIM-260 there in the face. We like that. Or in the butt. Okay, we've got Cannonball's literally taken us 2 on that whole time. That's so frustrating.
Okay, that 2 missiles come close.
Yep. Yeah, missiles very on me quite a lot, as I'm sure we all did.
And I think Venue sent me to support Fire Dead.
Now this is a really interesting one. This follows drop, then it switches targets. This one shot a drop and followed drop, and then switched at the last minute to Simba and went for Simba. Never seen that before. Interesting how that can do that. Maybe that's some new code in core game or something. I don't know.
It did that a lot. If you'd watched this from the beginning, because we were chainsawing and we would just pass each other, and the missile would change constantly.
On jump. Fly left our fight. After a while, it was just me versus Cannonball, and we just spent half an hour basically just swapping missiles, dodging missiles, swapping missiles. Look how close they were getting. Look at that one on me. 100 feet.
This one right here is gonna kill on Fire Dad. Like I had him.
Watching.
He was in the guaranteed kill zone from the time I launched
from
that.
Can't even not sure do anything at that. But he's dead. So now it's 2 on 2. No, it's 3 on 2. And look at the drop. Look at Fire Dad.
And actually, that 2 missiles are my last 2 missiles. So at that point, I needed to hide. And
right. So man of the match, Fly prepares to come out.
So I lock up Fly here, launch that missile, and then a jammer comes on again.
Yeah,
that's burn through, guys. That shouldn't be able to, that should be burned through.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and I hide it right behind the mountain there.
This missile may track, but I can't pick him back up. I think you might have a double bind.
Oh, look at that. It hit the ground in front of him, Simba.
Yeah, there's a mountain where I just, like, flew around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to get to when Simba fired on me, was to get behind that mountain, do a little terrain masking.
There is that land tongue with a big mountain on the end. And then I flew over the mountain, saw him on the data link, saw him with my eyes, and go behind him.
It's amazing how human ingenuity, because we could have AI guys and they would kill each other straight away pretty much, or at long distance, but humans can always figure a way of beating a tech and ends up in a gunfight. Humans are cool, and again, it's whoever gets on the other guy's 6 and shoots them down, so it's a good show there. Me and Cannibal are still perfectly equaling each other out. Fire, notch, fire, notch, fire, notch, and I imagine the difference is he ran out of rounds and I didn't.
And here the same thing I had again.
Hide behind the hills.
Yeah.
That's a launch override. Kind of mad dog those ones.
Yeah.
And interestingly, how much fuel the Chinese had left?
I don't know.
Right before I died, I got called Fuel 1500.
Right.
Okay. I actually had like still 60,000 pounds of fuel left. Because before I constantly like flew half thrust and full military.
That was a really good match, that was, guys. It's weird. Sometimes it just works out really well. I think, again, we had the advantage of slightly longer range missiles. The range didn't really make much difference in the end. In fact, I'm pretty sure the slight range advantage of the AIM-260 made no difference. Even the terminal velocity of the 2-stage didn't actually help much because most of the shots were getting burnt down low, where it doesn't matter. You know, everything is so draggy down low. Everything is hopeless. The only thing I think that really made a difference in terms of the difference in tech was that we had twice as many missiles as you. We had 14 and you had, I think, 8 long-range missiles. It shows how important having, you know, these missile trucks is in a fair battle like this. Otherwise, I thought it was good. And the good thing is, all these missiles worked with no real problems, which is, let's face it, rare for us. So we can move on with war games. I hope you enjoyed the new tech, and we'll see you later.